This is all Mexican product over here. This is one of our largest station areas for Mexican product. As you can see, we have quite a bit of it here.
Maximino Hurtado is the co-partner and president of Amigos Foods, a meat and seafood distributor on Chicago's southwest side. He says 10% of his business depends on products exported from Mexico.
Doing business with Mexico, it's no different than doing business with packers in the U.S. It's so convenient for us, just pick up the phone, talk to our vendors in Mexico, and within a week, we expect shipments of fresh product, which is very important to us. The ribeyes are pretty expensive.
Hurtado worries his business could lose millions of dollars if President Trump fulfills his promise to overhaul Nafta, which allows open trade between the U.S., Canada, and Mexico.
Nafta has been a terrible deal, a total disaster for the United States from its inception.
President Trump blames Nafta for the loss of manufacturing jobs in the United States. In addition to renegotiating the treaty, he has also threatened to impose 20% tariffs on Mexican products to pay for a wall along the border with Mexico. But Hurtado says in the end, consumers would pay for President Trump's actions.
It all trickles down. It'll be a domino effect, okay? The U.S. would implement whatever tariffs that there are. Those tariffs would be implemented by our vendors in Mexico. We have to implement those tariffs to our customers. But tenderloins, this is your fillets. The price difference between this and the Americans is probably about $3 or $4 a pound.
Hurtado's business would not be the only one hurt if President Trump is successful in his bid to restrict trade with Mexico. Teresa Mintle is president of the Chicagoland Chamber of Commerce.
Chicago has a very codependent relationship with Mexico. Over 200,000 people in Illinois are employed by trade with Mexico. We have a huge influx into our economy from trade with Mexico. Upwards of $8 billion a year comes through Chicago because of what we're able to export down to Mexico.
Mintle says Trump's decisions about trades with Mexico could have a widespread impact on the entire Chicago area economy.
Anyone who cares about their neighborhood and who cares about jobs in our region should be concerned about some of the discussion that's happening around trade right now. We are the city we are today because we are a city of immigrants and because we're very open to businesses from all over the globe, and we export all over the globe.
In fact, one of Chicago's biggest foreign trading partners is Mexico City, second only to Toronto in terms of trade volume between Chicago and cities outside the country.
That trade is represented by metals manufacturers, food processors, business services. They all use each other to help foster that economic activity.
The relationship between both cities has grown even stronger during the last 4 years after Mayor Emanuel launched the Chicago-Mexico City Initiative to promote tourism and commerce between both cities.
I think one of the things that we need to begin to consider is the next strategic dialogue.
Juan Ochoa is the U.S. coordinator of the initiative. He says open trade has benefited both cities.
There's about roughly 100 corporations from the Chicago area based in Mexico City. There's over 50 direct flights from Chicago to Mexico City. And there is about 1.5 million folks of Mexican descent.
Ochoa says maintaining friendly trade relations is vital for the economic prosperity of both cities.
Relationship between cities under the current situation that we have with President Trump has never been more important. While he's interested in building walls, cities, global cities, are interested in building bridges and building upon the success that they already have from a commercial, a cultural, and educational perspective.
No matter what happens to Nafta eventually, Hurtado hopes to be able to provide Mexican products to his customers.
I'm optimistic that it's not going to happen, but if it does happen, we definitely will see a loss of jobs. I know our company would have some, significant job losses because of that.